Hello and welcome back. My name is Hunter and we are playing our last episode of our Millenia game. At this point, since we picked the space ending, the only real thing we need is production. So we've got to think about things we can get rid of that aren't producing production at this stage in the game. We no longer really need to worry about culture. Technology isn't as valuable as it used to be. The main thing that we're going to be getting out of these at this point would be create towns to finish the last couple of towns we can do. And I don't see that as being that important to us. I'd rather focus on other stuff, which means all that work we were doing before to maintain these animals, we're not going to be doing that as much. If we can find a spot where we can increase our food through things other than animals, we'll do that. In fact, in a lot of cases, I'm probably going to transition my animals over to delicacies finally. For example, here I have 6 meat, right? So I could crash this and I could then cook with a kitchen. And our cities are plenty big enough so we really don't have to worry too much about information. Now that we're out of the information age, our information it'll hold us back, but it won't hold us back to the degree that we won't be able to progress. So we've now turned 4 of our meat into delicacies, giving us 3 total delicacies. In this place, it's got plenty of food. I could probably then destroy it. If I put a second worker, where is it? If I could put a second worker on my kitchen, that uses my meat up, right? Producing 3 more, and it takes 1 of my olives, which is, I think, acceptable. Okay. Now looking at this city, we have flats here. We're gonna upgrade our iron production to sawmill. That's an oven. We're gonna upgrade our oven. Now looking at our oven, we are currently able to produce, how much flour are we even producing? So we're only able to produce half an industrial bakery worth of bread, but that's fine. We're gonna be way over producing food. I am going to build a solar farm here, and then we're gonna see how much. We're producing 2 steel. And we have this machine shop. The machine shop is giving us 12 production. I think that's probably the best use of that steel right now. So that's good. Though I should check, do we have, how much extra iron? We have 2 extra iron. So there's not much we can do with just 2 iron. Do we have any hills that are unused that we could turn into iron mines? 1. Well, we should. We have no engineering at this minute. Okay, so that'll have to be next turn. So we'll move on from there. No point in upgrading the gold. We don't really have a use for it. So like down here in Larsa, we have a hill here, which will turn into iron, and a hill here, which we should turn into iron. We have a new flat because this horse is covering up a forest tile, an unused forest tile. Our biggest problem here is going to be energy. I'm going to upgrade that iron mine and that coal mine. Pushes our energy a bit, and then we're going to start having to build these iron mines. Over here in Babylon, we actually finally have some flats available. We have, oh, just 1. Wait, none. Never mind. I thought we had taken one of these 2 forests, but I guess not. We're not going to be able to produce until we get some flats. We can't produce more electricity here, which means we can't really just smash upgrade all these mines, although I would like to. We'll have to let that wait. We don't make much production in this city. It's pretty much doing other things. And I don't really see a path towards forcing production out of it. It's not really a production city. Can do that though. Do we have a bread cycle here? I mean, we could make a bread cycle here. One of the reasons for that is that I know there's an innovation in this era that turns bread into colony points. We don't have enough for an industrial bakery left. So we've basically used all of our points. That's fine. Any place that's close on power, we should be checking for flats. This is an ocean tile, even though it doesn't look like it. And then we should be building solar panels on those flats. There are other ways to produce power that are probably more efficient than solar panels, but they're also less accessible to us. See if we can build a kitchen with the few points we have left. If I was to break this guy, no, it'll have to be next turn. So close though. Fine, we'll get to that. So that's, I think, all we can do with what we have right now. So we'll just choose our technology. We're gonna go for resource extraction. There's an argument for just doing repeatable technologies in this age when you're producing a lot of production already, but increasing our steel output aligns really well with the fact that we can produce steel mines on all of our hills to maximize production in as much as we can. every time a place comes up, there's no point in even building any other buildings at this point. Everybody should either be making space points, or if they have any buildings that directly create production that seem reasonable, we should try to get it in place. I suppose we should build space centers in the places that don't have them. But then after that, we'll colony ship. We should definitely change over our people who are already just on a repeatable. Just want to verify that there's nothing more valuable for them to build, and then switch them over to colony project. It's 27, so that's about 30 per turn. We'll put Olympia on. Let's go to Babylon here. Hey Babylon, how you doing? How you doing? See anything useful for them to do? That's why they were on taxation. We'll have them build the colony ship. Should be good. Let's end our turn. Never mind. What I remembered was being very close on those two forests, not having already built them already. Okay, let's see what we can do here. Got a new region idle. Going down to Babylon, though. We're going to use our engineering to chop this. See what else we got. Okay, this is going to be a solar farm. Then we're going to upgrade these until we're back down to 100. That's all we have. That's good. Coming over to Larsa. See how much we got to save up to spawn an iron prospector. 35. That's not saving at all. Would I rather put the first one here or in the capital? Well, both of these two tiles are already held, but you don't have much room for power. It's just something to consider. Gotta remember to fix their food too after I crush their poor guy. You, on the other hand, the capital does have a room for power, so let's head you up. We have a region idle. It should just be changing to the colony ship unless none of these things provide power for production or is a space base. So there we go. I have English people just sort of hanging out here. I think we should probably try to kill them. Go, new iron. Let's do an open pit mine there, which you definitely had the power for. That's good. How are you on steel mills? You are producing, so you are producing 2 steel. Means your steel is being used for something. It's being used to make tools. That makes sense. We could definitely build another steel mill here. Can't. Into arts. Spawn an artist. This seems early enough on that it might be worth it to just do it now. So we'll use it to create a town. The town we want to create, I think, here, right? So let's change your link to Abdera, and then we want to absorb this outpost. So we will be able to build the oil refinery here, which will pretty much solve this place's power issues. You can chop all these flats as well. That will help. The only problem with this city is that it really doesn't have excess workers. Can I remove workers from the beautification centers? Oh, I can, yeah. We're maxed without those workers. So we can put them, probably best to put them on oil refinery. Wait, no, that's not right. It's not oil refinery, it is... Did I just build an oil refinery I didn't need? Yeah, I did. This is supposed to be an oil well. Dang it, it's too late in the turn to undo it. That is supposed to be an oil well. The one advantage of the oil well is I no longer need to import oil to here. I can... Wait, did we already have oil here? We must be importing it from one of the other locations. So we can just put 2 people on the oil well, right? Do I have no workers? If we lose education, what happens? Oh, our education is actually already close. Power station. Am I losing unused books? No, I'm not. Yeah, our biggest problem here is that we don't have enough workers, and we grow so fast. Yeah, our biggest problem is we don't have the workers. This place simply does not have enough workers. Well, that's fine. Not much I can do about that. Who is open? You. These guys can't participate, but they can go to Eden Project to get us innovations, which I think is better at this point, because their production can't be used anyway. Oh, it can be used by themselves for the Eden projects, right? Guard you. End of the turn. So I would say we need to build more faster. Region idle. Okay, let's go over to there. Let's build our blast furnace here. I think that's fine. You can do the Eden project. I think you're fine. Region idle on Corinth. Okay. The space center. Let's look at the chops we might do. We got this chop. We did that chop already. If we chop this, so we deforest there, we might be able to squeeze some more out of that city. We also want to deforest that square, which would be good. Deforesting that square gives them the ability to build a new solar farm, which should make it reasonable now for them to build us more iron mines. pit mine. They also have one more hill, don't they? This one, yeah. Good. Let's see if we can't push a little bit more production out of all these cities as our stuff goes through. What we should probably be doing. So this is the one that turns bread into production. Okay. So you have one flat choppable deforestation in the north, and we have no hills. We've already used all our hills up. So let's look at what you've got in production right now. You have 3 steel you're not using. You have 1 iron you're not using. Have we upgraded all of your iron mines? There's a coal mine here that we should upgrade. There's an iron mine here we should upgrade. Those 2 together might be enough because of the copper. So we now have 4 iron, 1 copper, and 1 extra coal. And that's okay. So let's build ourselves a, where is it? Metalworking steel crucible. So the steel crucible is, I think, failing to create 1 steel. That was wrong. I didn't realize I just completed this technology. Let's switch over to advanced alloys now. What we actually should have been doing here is upgrading our existing steel mill to a furnace and then putting a solar farm there to maintain the status quo. We probably should upgrade both of these. I just don't know if I have a place for the solar farm that will require. Printing press. I don't think so. Not unless we take the take your city, which is 14 turns away. Spawn artist is now cap 400, so, and art does go up pretty fast for us. Probably be an artist before it is a culture hit, which is perfectly fine. This city could definitely use these flats. Upgrade these. Still seems okay. Kill these guys. Fix this, please. Make me iron. Put a mine here next turn, so we'll end the turn. I think our speed is probably good enough. The speed that we're building points at. I don't know. AI usually has a lot of advantages on flat production, but we also have very productive cities. So it's really hard to say. You need some kind of power. We were trying to work towards that by building you a regional kitchen, hoping that the existence of the regional kitchen doesn't. How much meat do I still have? Why? I have more talisman cast. I have 1 more of these than I should have. That's one thing. What about our meat, though? It doesn't seem right to me. We have 2 regional kitchens. 3, 6. So we can't actually use another regional kitchen. I gotta pay more attention if I want to be handling this in an appropriate way. Because this could have just become a solar panel. And then we could open pit mine here, right? Yes. So we only have 1 meat we're holding. That's fine. Where else does that leave us for food? Creating wine. We have a ranch. So we're not upgrading any of our stray food items into better food items. We have tobacco here. That could be money. Flax can be oil. Do we have a spot to build oil? No, I don't think we do. We do have this, though. Can build a steam trawler there next turn. That's fine. That's good. Steam trawler. Yes, sir. They seem to have ended our war. You can have a steam trawler. You can upgrade this because you have enough power. How much steel do we have? How much iron? 6. How much comes out of a steel crucible? So each one would handle 8. Don't think we're ever gonna have 8 here, but that's fine. We just never put the second guy on. End the turn. I want to be producing more, but producing more means looking for more ways to produce, right? Sure, open borders is fine. I'm literally in no way worried about you. I have to assume Japan is literally right on my tail. If I look here at how much iron I have, I should be able to just flat upgrade this steel mill, and if we can find a worker for it, which is moderately doubtful. Can we lose someone from the beautification center? We can, so we can find a worker. We want this worker to be working that new steel crucible. We are short flour. Is it due to not being able to have enough wheat? We absolutely have enough wheat, so we could absolutely create another milling factory, so we probably will. But what else are we looking for here? We just built a steel crucible. With the steel crucible built, I have only 2 steel left and no copper, so that's okay. This city still has flats, so we can build them an oil refinery. Nope, that doesn't make sense. We already have an oil refinery. Why did I have 2 left over then? They don't have workers anyway, so we'll leave them be for a bit. down here in Babylon. What can we do to fix you up, Babylon? We've been stifled with you for a really long time. I think... Wait, are you making enough bread to validate opening this up? So each one of these is 8, right? Like if I upgrade my mill and my oven, how will that do for me? Mill, steel furnace, oven. Don't need people on the marinas. This is with 2 flour. If I do this, I can't make them because I don't have enough meat. Anything else? Not particularly. Okay. Leaves this though. How much steel excess do I have? So much iron excess. We should probably build... What is this? This is a steel furnace. So, thought I had a worker for that? Did I not have a worker for that? I'm pretty sure that steel furnace will just find what it needs, right? Where's the steel furnace? There it is, steel crucible. I still have well over 8. I can build another one of those probably. I don't think I have workers for it though. Is there any bad work? People doing bad jobs that I could take off? No. I guess we make it a solar panel by the looks of things. I gotta be checking my experience over there because it's going up so fast now and my turns are going so quickly that I keep not looking at it, and there are definitely things over there that can still help. Diplomacy, let's do a tolerance. Engineering, do an ingenuity. Warfare is fine. Exploration, let's do an insight. Government is actually completely full. We'll just buy these out until we don't have any left. The town hall do. This can be useful, I guess. We start using it for a commission research project, that'd be fine. Since we've already finished the whole government line. Advanced alloys. I legitimately do not know. Manufacturing. We should be using all of our industrial research to build a colony ship. For production from concrete goods. Nice. That's flat useful. Art. Spawn an artist. Here in the capital. Immediately use them. Which we will use them for. Where is it? Absorb an outpost. And the outpost we want to absorb is the one for Olympia. Right there. Giving them a ton more flat, so let's send them out to Pioneer. Dang it. I'm not playing my best today. Corporate sabotage. So, for you, to get to where we want you to be, but the first thing is, we were building Babylon needs a solar farm. Now you, how much iron and copper do you still have? You have 1 copper, you have 1 coal. That's not great. How much wheat do we have? I mean, we could do another milling factory. Just like, that would be fine. Cooking, milling factory. I don't even need 2 workers on it. Like, that's fair. Not putting 2 workers on it is definitely fair. Education is a bit of a problem, but I don't think that sanitation is. So that lets that maximize with some flour left over. Is a bit of a problem. Do you need that? Are you short without that? No. You're not. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. We know this is going to be more iron next turn. This printing press. Otherwise, you seem to be in good shape. Gotta be careful. Port Algieri can't afford to just be dropping mines because they're not really power stable. That helps though. I mean, it helps a bit. We have 3 coal. Let's break the offering shrine and let's replace it with a power station. Because we have coal, and then that should allow us to pop those up. I was hoping. So close. So close. I mean, do you have another offering shrine? Because I'll break your other offering shrine too. Concrete plant. Talisman crafter. Nobody's even working it. So, I guess we wait till we can build them a solar farm next turn. Mostly, again, just like it's been all along. We gotta maintain our relatively high growth rates while moving towards our goal of maximizing production. I have absolutely no idea whether or not Japan is even started. I don't know if they've even started. Their cities are much smaller than mine, which is a huge sign that I'm winning. But they are the AI, and they have tons of bonuses, so... Let me see. You need a solar farm. Nice. Corinth needs one too. Nice. Okay, that should keep us growing. Let's go. At this point, I've basically replaced my culture with art. There's not really anything wrong with that, though. I do need to build that new iron mine. I mean, I don't know why you went to war with me. That felt like a trick. I should have paid more attention to that. I mean, I guess we gotta do this, right? Choose technology, advanced alloys. I don't think I am going to be doing any of the rest of this. I mean, I don't know if I want to be fracking. Like, the rare earth prospector is good, but it almost feels like it's too late to matter. when they finally give it to you, because it's not like I'm saving hills, right? My hills are already covered. Let's just start doing the repeatable. We've either won or we've lost, and there's not really many ways we can stage that at this point, right? You can just build that, and then you can build a space center, and then you can transition from the space center into the colony ship. Okay, that's good. End the turn. I don't know if Japan's even gonna attack me or what. Take this and yeah. I don't like the fact that I got myself tricked into doing this war. I don't know why I'm attacking this. I think I'm just doing it to silence it. Suppose we can expand that town. Suppose we can expand this town since it's clearly new. You were gonna build me a iron prospector. We were gonna build an iron mine here. And this city is once again power starved because that's just how this goes. Constantly power starved, it's fine. If we had a worker, we could put him here. Do we need the sanitation? Do we need either of them? No, so we can actually put a worker here. It's not enough, but we can also build a new solar farm here. That I think leaves us with no workers though. Wait, there has to be a worker on this at all times, guys. I guess the offering shrines aren't as important as they once were. Don't take the worker off here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. We need it all the time. Okay, what else are we doing here? I guess we'll put this in the capital. Exploration-wise, I guess we'll throw a scientific progress. Although, is the deep sea? No, that's claimed deep sea territory. Is that actually the one we want to do? Yeah, it is. So fine. Don't care about warfare right now. Okay, guard the border. And the turn. I don't know if Japan's gonna actually come for us or not. I probably could make these two front units stronger simply by, I think they can take another person now, or can they? No, we never picked up the 7th slot. Okay, that's probably right, assuming that they have the iron for it. I'm pretty sure they do. Any place, the problem is workers, right? For example, here, if I can take people off of the beautification centers, I can potentially build metal worker titanium foundry. Now, titanium turns 4 steel into 4 titanium alloy. Now, if we look at the plasteel factory, what does it do? It turns titanium into plasteel, which is 14 production. The other thing that we can build, is it professional? No. Is it an upgrade? And the reason I don't see it anymore is because it's an upgrade. Okay, so let's look at what we've got here. We've got this machine shop. Yeah, it becomes a titanium foundry. So the tools. So why is that better than this? More workers, which is, I guess, higher space efficiency. Just take a look and see what's going on here. My steel is being turned into titanium. We're short 1 steel. I have 2 iron available, but I technically need 2 more iron because I'd have to upgrade this. I mean, I could upgrade this and only put 1 worker on it. Actually, that's probably the right thing to do wherever it is. Do I just not have the ability to upgrade it right now? Yeah, nope. I mean, I know what I'm looking for exists. Yeah, I guess we just don't have the points to upgrade it. That's fine, we'll end the turn. No point in going over it forever. Let's move on to the next thing. Japan does not seem interested in attacking me. Engineering-wise, let's grab ingenuity. 1 term for our first technological advancement. Let's just end the turn. New innovation. Okay, I found a way to reverse. So just 100 points of progress. Just a straight 100 points of progress. Okay. This. So we've finished Corinth's Space Center. Join the party, Corinth. Discard. So we look at our capital here. There it is. We do not want 2 workers on that. We only want 1, but with 1 worker on it, it balances things out. It's good. We are producing lots of production, right? 287. I wish it was more. Probably, if I could reliably take a worker off something. So how much is my food over, right? Like these 3 olives, if I remove an olive dude, we still eat. If I remove 2 olive dudes, we lose 1 delicacy. Now, is there anything else I can remove? I don't think so. It's kind of a little difficult. I suppose I could, no, that's wool. That comes from an animal that I don't want to get rid of. I could remove a talisman crafter, I guess. I'm just looking for 1 guy. 1 little man. I mean, our education is still over 100 if we take a guy off education. What I'm trying to do is build, where is it? Is it professional? I'm trying to build a plasteel factory. But the only one we're going to have. 3 workers maximum. I don't even know if I'm producing 12 titanium. Am I producing 12 titanium? I am. That's exactly all the titanium I'm producing. So plasteel is 14 production each. That puts our production over 300. I think we're going to focus on trying to maximize Olympia now. I think that's the right move. We can do that. Nothing to really do there. Arts is going to give us another artist soon, but we might actually want to let this one click through since it's halfway finished. We finished our first extra technology. That's fine. We're under 50% of building the colony ship. Warfare use up. Can't use engineering up. Arts, spawn me an artist, but we're not going to use him right away. I guess we can continue to work on it. Oops, nope. Those towns actually expanded all the way. There we go. Something to spend engineering on, I guess. While we wait 3 turns for this to be done. Anybody else have empty hills that we could toss production onto? Not anymore, really. I think we've actually done a pretty good job of covering all our hills with iron. I suppose Babylon does, but Babylon is having a hard time producing enough power. Oh, that'll help. Oh, I found a use. I found a use for it. I can deforest this. And then I can put a solar farm on this, which validates, I think, building prospector here to go to there, and a prospector here to go to there. Ah, yeah, okay. Now you just need to eat this one up and build more solar panels for you. Let's guard and then end the turn. Yeah, any extra production we can produce, any production we can produce is probably worth it. All these dang solar panels, right? Wait, what? No. You move separately. You are going there. You are going there. You are making iron. You are making iron. And we are mining both of these. Open pit mine. Open pit mine. There's a bunch more iron. Okay, so we're at 2,000-ish. Another innovation. Development shortcuts. We have been working on this project for years. Our engineers have found ways to revise our techniques. 100. So we start to flatten out. This turn, we're going to go up to Olympia and see if we can do anything else with it, because it's the city with the largest amount of space. And it's done a pretty good job of continuing to produce stuff we might need. So, again, mission research project. You can do a scientific progress. You can toss that ingenuity we've been waiting on. Diplomacy. We'll just do tolerance when it comes up. Olympia. Olympia has 6 iron sitting around. A single person on a steel crucible will use 4 of that iron. Alternatively, we could try to start turning our steel into something more. Beautification center doesn't need people, so that tells us we have 2 people available. Let's start down here by building ourselves another, where is it? Metalworker steel crucible. Now that leaves us with 1 iron short. Let's confirm we're not sending this away anymore, which kind of sucks for the capital because I actually think that affects them now. They are 4 steel down. It's not affecting their plasteel output though. We could just take a guy off of here, right? Yes, you could go on the oil refinery. That seems fine. Not enough power is happening here. Even with the oil refinery running, you're not getting enough power. And power station, solar panel, consumed goods, 31 from consumed goods. Is there something that should be working that isn't? The oil well is providing. I mean, solar farm? Still not enough. Solar farm? Hey, we don't have enough education anymore. We build a school district, which takes away power we needed. Man, what if I remove the ideology point and flip it over to a solar panel? Remove the beautification center guy, put him on the solar panels, mute him again, taking us to 95%, which is fine, and put him on the school district. That feels okay. This city, we gotcha. But you took all the points that we were... Oh, well, actually, we have lots still. That's fine. You are now short 1 mineral. You need 1 mineral. Sad thing is, there's literally no way we can produce that. Yeah, and there not only is no way we can produce it, there will never be a way we can produce it. So, what does that mean? I'd have to import it. I wonder if I can look around. Babylon, are you exporting to somebody? You are exporting, and it's an essential export. Dang it. Larsa, are you exporting to somebody? Babylon. Does Babylon need an extra steel? Babylon is holding steel, so Babylon doesn't need an extra steel anymore. Larsa, you're changing who you're exporting to. I'm going to change you to Olympia, and you're going to throw Olympia iron. So you throw them iron. I think that's really all they need from you. Just make sure we haven't crashed the food in Babylon. We haven't. We also have fishing boats there that we could upgrade, I think. We do have a bit of power leeway here now, like maybe 1 fishing boat worth. Okay, so Olympia, I sent you an iron. Does that make you feel? Makes you feel good. All right. That gives us 16 steel. 16 steel is exactly what I need to see in order to validate building this honking building. Plasteel factory. Plasteel factory? Did I skip a step? Totally skipped a step. It's not that. It's a titanium factory that I need. Titanium foundry is what I need. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we're starting to produce titanium. Good, we have not enough power. Education is a no-go for removing. We've already removed everyone from the beautification center. Printing press is essential. Publishing house essential. Everything is essential. Food is capped. Might be able to bop somebody from this ranch. Hunting camp first, right? Hunting camps are worse, so hunting camp. And then have them come down here and... guess what? You're not a hunter anymore. You're now working on a solar plant. That did not fix anything. Fixed nothing. Do you, Larsa? Do you have a coal you're not using? Can you send a coal, please? Region select Olympia. Item to send 1 coal. Because that will mean I can actually build them something really useful. If we can find a frickin' flat anywhere, which is very unlikely, truth be told. I could put it on this. You can now build a power station. The power station, you're no longer negative in power. Everything else seems good. If I take an... I can't take a school district guy off, can I? Took a hunting camp person off. What if I take another hunting camp person off? Yoink. And then I put that hunting camping person... That's a weird thing for me to say. Let's put him on a titanium foundry. There we go. Too much power. Fine. We'll leave it be. For now. We'll leave it be. The city is producing a lot of power. Yeah. We do have strong cities. Rush culture. Let's use it for SETI research. I don't think we're going to build any of the rest of the cities because I think we're past the point where they legitimately matter. Is this where the artist is? Yes. Can you also do a SETI research scan for me? Thanks. A turn. We're above 50% now. Let's figure out how to make use of this government XP better. So our knowledge is 30 in Abdera, 22 in Babylon, 41 in Olympia, 34 in Larsa. Larsa still might be ticking though. So basically our best cities for this are the capital, Olympia, and Larsa, which makes the most sense, I suppose. So let's immediately grab a commission research project on the capital and then a commission research project on Olympia. Let's clear our diplomacy. Okay, on exploration, we're waiting for 249, so next turn we'll do another scientific progress. Getting close on another artist. End of the turn. Pretty much just sort of running it down at this point, right? Our inspiration is intensely high again. They're above 3,000. We've got 4 turns to the next technological advancement. The money's not really that useful to us anymore. There's another free 100 from an innovation. Let's... I legitimately don't have any real use for engineering anymore. At this point, we just let it stay capped until the timer is down. End of turn. I guess with all the wealth we have, we might as well rush the technology. End of turn. I think I missed a scientist, and I should have clicked my knowledge thing because I'm gonna roll over on exploration because of that. Yeah. So artist, spawn an artist. Immediately have that artist pop them there. Use scientific progress. Ingenuity is ready. Immediately do our SETI scan. Next. Really, we're just running the turns down at this point. We've either already won or we've already lost. The minutia I can do to get a few more points of space per turn is starting to get to the point where it's pointless. There we go. We can rush our tech again, which is great. Throw a commission research project on Larsa. End of the turn. Might as well just end the turn. I have less than 1,000 left. That should be, I'm guessing at this point, less than 5 turns. Maybe a little more than 5 turns, depending on how stuff comes up, right? Yeah. We have plenty of money to pop the research again, and we're going to get one of these next turn, so that'll help. We're not quite making 200 a turn without bonuses, but we're making 170-ish. There's our extra, like 400. Pop that. Nothing else is relevant. End of the turn. Kind of wish the game would just stay centered on the capital, so I wouldn't have to keep it back. Rush our technology. Let's... At this point, even these clicks are probably pointless. Not going to be the next turn. We've actually pretty much done everything we can reasonably do with our engineering, so it's pretty much permacapped now. End the turn. End the turn. There we go. We have gone to space. The space victory is probably the most simple victory I was vaguely curious whether or not Japan had even gotten started yet. I don't even know what this building looks like. I'm searching for a thing, I don't know what it looks like. It looks like that. It's very distinctive. It doesn't look like it. This is their best city, and it seems to be very wrecked. Kyoto is also very good. Okay, so we are now done. Am I going to play this game again right away? I might, because of the new DLC that just came out. I'll probably try to keep it at a faster pace. This series ended up only being one video per week because I had a lot to do during the period it came out in. And I still have a lot to do, which is why I'm not committing 100% to doing another series immediately. I should probably do a series finally with all the AIs on the highest difficulty instead of just half of them. There are a couple of things I don't like about the way the endgame works in this game. It kind of is what pushed back the last episode. I don't like the fact that you're only getting some things that would be really useful in the previous age, like the rare earth prospector. I think you're getting him too late for him to be relevant. I think almost all the technologies in the space age are irrelevant, because if you've been playing your game as a production civ the entire time, really it's marginal, right? We did a lot of work in this episode for marginal gains, but I still really like the style. I like the way that the chains, like the production chains, work. I do wish they put in a UI element that allowed you to choose what goes into them. I would love the ability to be able to use my hunters right to the end of the game without being able to actually make use of kitchens properly. You know, I never even saw the other continent. We didn't even go over here. And I didn't bother to do the thing that would have given us the sight on the whole world. There's some 36 cities around, it looks like. The highest city that's not mine I've seen so far appears to probably be around 36. The AI, oh, there's a 38. The AI doesn't seem to be that good at managing all of its needs. It might overbuild for that purpose. It's hard to say, right? When you look at the way I'm building cities in this game, I'm always making sure that they can form at least their 3 cities, right? If I don't think they can form 3 cities, I don't think they're worthwhile. Even cities like this, where we kept on the wood the whole game, and left all of these as relatively inefficient wood production squares, we still had plenty, I wouldn't say plenty, but lots of room for things. We had a bit of problem with culture at the end because we overbuilt cities, mostly because I wanted to play with the ocean cities. A lot of the really cool stuff, I think this game could use for making the ages individually longer without causing the player to lose by lingering in them, right? There's no point in time in which there is a reason for me to lurk. People oftentimes in the comments talk about how you should backtech. There's no reason to backtech in this game if your goal is to win. Because as long as you're staying ahead of the AI, it doesn't matter, right? Every technology you pick because it's giving you something to your win condition. I think the space victory is too easy, because the natural win condition of a 4X game is to make production. So then you go into a production-based win condition, and you're already pretty much there. I can't imagine playing this game without maximizing production. Every one of my cities was just naturally production maximized long before I realized I would be doing a space ending, which is a bit disappointing. I like the way the specific tech run at the end of Civ 6 forces the space ending to be scientific instead of just production. Yes, production is king, but there's something else to do. But I did enjoy it, and I have enjoyed every game I played, including the ones I played on my own. I do like this game. There's a lot of art to it. I'm kind of a little disappointed that the community doesn't like it for what I consider to be a petty reason, which is the graphics. I think the graphics are fine for a game like this. I have no problem with them whatsoever. In fact, I kind of think they're interesting, different is how I would put it. And because the game is really not liked well, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. I don't think we're going to see many more expansions for it, which is too bad, because at core, it is a good game. I think maybe it needed a little bit more time in playtesting. Its problem certainly isn't its graphics. It's oversights on basic UI stuff. The fact you can't choose the input of your production chains feels more silly and old-fashioned to me than anything about its graphics, right? The fact that these arrows are so intrusive, and some buildings you want to leave, right? Like there's buildings where you're going to have the arrows on them forever because there's no reason to upgrade them. The way the math between the upgrades works is not that great either. A lot of times upgrading buildings makes it really complicated to keep them running smoothly. You know, it would be much better if the new building was just 2 of the previous building, instead of it oftentimes being 2.5, which means you have to have a minimum of 3 of a building in the production chain for it to even be worth updating. This is particularly bad with the books line. It's just way too much stuff. But, you know, I still like it. And I'm only being critical because it's the end of the game, the end of the first time I've brought a full game to end on this channel. And just because I've been critical of it doesn't mean I don't like it, and doesn't mean we won't see it again. I do like this game, and I will be playing it again. I just don't know if I can fit it in right now, although it would be the best time since the new DLC just... All right, thank you for watching, and bye for now.